Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to CAIRS Shoes live shoe demo. I am so glad you all joined me tonight on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thank you. I'm so excited. Tonight, I want to do a nice little shoe demonstration for you guys and really show you how my invention works. And what you're looking at right now is me rolling swollen. So I don't know if you can see my feet really well, but right now I don't have any of my compressions on, no stockings, no wraps. This is typically, how we look, when we don't have any of our garments on. And when I say garments, I'm referencing these. So these are compression stockings that we have to wear every day. This is something, a part of our treatment, as well as these wraps. When I say wraps, I'm literally talking about ace bandage wraps that we have to put on. And I'm going to actually demonstrate, the process that we have to go through. Because, part of my patient advocacy, I cares too. I go around teaching people about lymphedema and, how you can take care of yourself and resources that you can go to get help. So a lot of you saw my last Facebook Live a couple of months ago when it was Lymphedema Month. And we were walking for Wendy Williams. You guys remember that, right? And some of me and some of the ladies, we, did a walk downtown Greenville. Some did it in their neighborhood. And it was a fundraiser for Learn, which is the Lymphedema Education Research Network. And what they do is basically they research with doctors and practitioners and, all kind of people in the medical field to help find a cure for us. And the other one that you guys saw live on was when I was talking about the Lymphedema Treatment Act, which involves us getting a bill passed so that we can get these. People literally do not have these, guys. They cannot afford them. The doctor cannot prescribe them. And so we're trying to get that bill passed so that Medicaid, for people who qualify for Medicaid, would be able to get these garments so that they can make this go down. And when I say this go down, I'm talking about how swollen my foot is right now, my legs. And I don't know if you can see, but I'm swollen all the way down from my toes all the way up. It goes about to right here in regards to my swelling. And so this is like the end of the day. So I wanted you to see me raw. I've been wearing flip-flops all day. I didn't do any wraps today because I want you to see how I look, pretty much swollen. So what I'm going to do now, I just want to demonstrate to you what we have to go through just, as a treatment process. Because a lot of people like, what is this lymphedema? How do you take care of it? What do you guys go through? What is your regimen? So I'm bringing you in my home and really, kind of exposing myself, really showing, who I am so you can see why I'm so passionate about CAIRS Shoes and why it's so important to me and why I support these different nonprofit agencies, monetarily as well as, my time, because I know there's a huge need. And this is the really scary part. Some people don't even know they have this. Doctors say that if you are swelling more than 2 weeks, then there's a strong possibility you may have this condition. Now, I'm not a doctor. I cannot diagnose you. People ask, you think that's what I got? I have no idea. That's not my bag. Okay? My bag is, I got it. I know how I got it. Initially, we thought I got it, from having 3 C-sections. And that, after having surgery, which is trauma to your body, that caused me to start swelling. But I always, swole with pregnancy. That was just something that always happened to me. But when I had my 3rd kid, the swelling did not go away after a couple of weeks, as they say it should. So what ended up happening is that, the swelling stayed. Wasn't quite bad, but it just kept staying. So like when I used to wear like shoes like this, and keep in mind, when I say shoes like this at that time was like a size 8 because I love little cute shoes. But when I started wearing the shoes, and as you see me putting these on my feet, You see how swollen my foot is over that shoe? So this is embarrassing, okay? For a lot of women who have swollen feet or even wide feet, this is embarrassing. And I started noticing, people started noticing and bringing to my attention, like, hey, your feet swollen. I'm like, for real? And I just started paying attention to them, like, wow, it is kind of swollen. So began going to the doctor and all that stuff, and you guys heard the story. But after going to the doctor a little while, they couldn't figure out what was wrong. They did all kind of tests. The doctors really, really tried. But what happened was I got bit by a bug one day, and ended up developing cellulitis, which is a really horrible infection that you can get in the body that causes all of this to become like bright red. My skin literally peeled off. So anyway, and I'm gonna start rapping as I'm talking, which is the first thing. This is like the stocking that we put on to protect our foot, our leg. So I'm gonna start with this. So anyway, as I was getting ready, when I got bit by the bug and got the infection, happened at work. So if you work at Florida Credit back in the day, y'all remember the ambulance coming out there and having to pick me up off the floor because I literally passed out. Also, this is the second part to our wrapping piece. This is cotton to help protect the leg so it doesn't get irritated, because sometimes when we're putting these on, it can get really, really itchy. And for my folks that in some of my lymphedema groups, this is the lotion that I use and have found to be the best for me. It really keeps my skin moisturized. I am not, an affiliate or anything for this company. This is strictly to, help people out who need the help. But it's called OGX, and you can get it at Walmart. You can get it on Amazon. I get mine on Amazon and have it on like an auto order. So it comes like every couple of months. That's about how long it takes me to run out of this. But it feels so good on my legs. I don't have any itching and stuff like that. So anyway, so once I developed the cellulitis, then at that point, they took me to the doctor, and the doctor was like, yeah, we can't really do anything for you. You're going to have to go to your regular doctor, because I'm at the emergency room at this point. You're going to have to go to your regular doctor, and they're going to have to figure out what's wrong with you. I said, okay. So went back to the regular doctor. He wasn't there. Nurse practitioner was there. Y'all remember the story, right? Kind of sound familiar? So y'all see how hard this is. So I'm a plus size girl, okay? And I got my washcloth today, because I got these bright lights going on. Yeah. And the girl is sweating. But typically when we put these on, y'all gonna see it's not easy to do, especially by yourself. And I'm sitting on a recliner, and this is typically what I do to kind of help me through this process. Okay, so anyway, getting back to the story. So once I went to my doctor, who wasn't there, the nurse practitioner was, wonderful nurse practitioner. She literally pulled out her laptop and started asking me a bunch of questions about my symptoms. And once she did that, she then said, I figured out what's wrong. I said, what? She said, you have lymphedema. I said, what? What the heck is that? How you spell it? She laughed at me because I'm an extrovert, as you all can see. All right, so I'm going to pause in between my little story to show you what I'm doing. So I just put on my stocking and my cotton to help protect the skin. Everything I've done at this point, the lotion, the stocking, and the cotton. I did all of that just to protect my skin, okay? And you see how my legs look. I've had this for 20 years. This is my regimen, okay? So 20 years plus. So it works for me, so I'm just letting you know what works for me. And my lymphatic specialist taught me how to do this. I didn't do this on my own. I didn't learn on my own. I went to a doctor and got professional help. So please make sure you do that. It's very important that you know how to take care of yourself and treat this condition if you have this. So anyway, getting back to the story. So the nurse practitioner, she basically said, oh, okay, well, this is what we need to do. We need to get you to a vein specialist, because they're going to be able to help you. I'm like, okay, well, do what we got to do. I said, going to take them to cure me. She said, I'm so sorry, but everything I'm reading in here is saying that there is no cure. I'm like, what do you mean? She like, you're going to have to live like this the rest of your life. I didn't know what that meant at that time. I just heard disease, no cure. So immediately, I got depressed. I got upset. It was overwhelming. Okay? I'll just say that it was very overwhelming. What I'm doing now is just wrapping my foot first. We start at the bottom, and we try to keep it very neat. I am not the best at this, but I, do the best that I can with what I got. Okay, so I went to and this is the hard part, getting around this foot, this ankle right here. Whew. Okay. All right, so next thing we have to use is tape. Okay? Have to have a lot of tape. And I'm literally going to tape this on my foot, my wraps. Okay? I'm going to tape it. All right, now I'm going to the second layer. And you'll notice that each layer has a different size. So they're different sizes, different levels of compression with these wraps. And these typically last about 6 months. So we usually have to change them at least twice a year, to make sure that, we're getting the best elasticity out of the wraps to compress the lymphatic fluid so it goes back up, pushes up through your, back through your lymphatic system and flushes back out. Okay? Now I know it's a lot of people out here that can do this a whole lot better than I can. And I give you a big old star, but this is not easy if you're one of those folks. Okay. So anyway, so I went to the vein specialist. He was like, wow, a nurse figured this out? I said, yeah. He said she needs a raise wherever she at because this is one of the most misdiagnosed diseases out there. I was like, really? He was like, yeah. I said, okay. So at this point, that's pretty much all he said. So I thought I was by myself on this planet with this disease. And he told me I had to go to a lymphatic specialist. So that's another thing. You can't just pop up, at least in South Carolina, to a lymphatic specialist. With the insurance that I have, they have to refer you to one. So I get that question a lot. Okay, well, I think I have that. Well, who's your person? I can tell you who my person is, but your doctor has to recommend you to that person. And the reason why is that they need to test you to make sure this is what you have. Because there can be a whole lot of different reasons why you swell. Because there is a difference between lymphedema and edema. Okay? There is a difference. So lymphedema impacts the lymphatic system. Edema just deals with when you get an injury and you just swell. Okay? And typically that should go away because that's the body naturally, protecting itself and trying to heal. And that should typically go away in a couple of weeks. What I'm talking about is something that's going to last forever, So this isn't something that just goes away in a couple of weeks. This is something that stays with you for the rest of your life. So, if you are watching this, you're like, I got that. Go to the doctor. You can inbox me. I'll call you. I have no issue with doing that. That is what I am here for. I want to make sure that you get the right information and you get the help that you need. Okay. Going on the next one. We almost done, guys. And then we're going to do the demo on the feet so I can show you how the shoes work. So when I say I went to the lymphedema specialist, and at that time it was at Greenville Memorial Hospital before it became PRISM. And the young lady, she came in and, gave me more bad news and said, not only is there not a cure, but you got to do this every day. I said, do what? Wrap your feet. I said, the devil a lie. I said, how am I going to put some shoes on that? I can't find no shoes to fit that. She said, some people put trash bags on their feet to protect it. Some people wear flip-flops. Some people go up a couple of sizes. Most women just wear men's shoes I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. She said, no, I'm not. I'm very serious. It's a very serious disease, and there's not a cure, and you have to take care of your body and make sure that you're wrapping properly so that you don't get sick and get what you had before, which is that cellulitis, because it could be life-threatening. I'm like, Jesus. So she sent me out with these. Now she said, now I will tell you that if you do a good job at wrapping and keeping the compression down, I do have what is called compression stockings. That's these that you can wear once we get that swelling. Now keep in mind, gang, this is 20 years ago. They've come up with a lot of new things now, like pumps and they have surgeries and different things that if you qualify medically, you could possibly look at those options. But back then, this was it, and they didn't know a whole lot. They just knew a little bit of something. And the reason why is that the doctors only get about 30 minutes worth of training in college. That's it. So you imagine you did your undergrad, now you're in medical school, and I don't know how that actually worked, but I'm gonna call it semesters, but that's what I would think it would be called. But anyway, so you get in medical school, this is your second year, second semester, and they come talking about lymphedema for about 10 minutes, 10 to 30 minutes. You done been a doctor for 20 years. You gonna remember that? Heck no, you ain't gonna remember that. So that's why we can't get mad at the doctors. We gotta help our doctors. So we gotta be our own advocates. You gotta help yourself to get the best care for you. So if you think this is something you may have, reach out, ask your doctor about it, give them an opportunity to research it, and see if that's something you have. They have tests that they can actually do to basically tell you if you have it or not. And if you don't have it, then he may be able to figure out what you do have. What I always tell people, just let this be one that you check off your list that you don't have. That's all. But if it comes back and you do, then I can help you. I can help you by getting you connected to some amazing support groups. Like Veronica with Lymphy Strong. She has over 3,000 followers, and these are people that have the disease, or either they suffer, have family members that suffer from it. We have another young lady, Ninja Lymphedema, and she basically helps patients with getting garments if you can't afford them. And she's doing a great job. And I told you about Heather Ferguson, Lymphedema Treatment Act. Her baby had it. So that's where her nonprofit started. And when her baby developed it, she was like, this is a problem that these people can't get, garments like you just saw me wrap myself. If they can't get assistance, her organization is trying to get the bill passed so that, passed with a T, pass, so that, people who have Medicaid can, actually get this. Oh, crap. I forgot to pull that in. That's supposed to go in, guys. I forgot about it running my mouth. But that should be wrapped inside of it, too. All right. So, as you can see now, I'm completely swollen with my wraps. Didn't take too long to do, but definitely isn't a fun thing to do. So, imagine putting some beautiful heels or some kind of cute shoe on top of this. And I'm just going to show you. So these are like a pair of sandals for the summer that I would typically try to wear to, put on in my shoes. A lot of times I cut the backs of these off, and I don't really try to wear these with wraps. What I really wear when I got these on, before I invented my shoe, flip-flops. You see? I would wear flip-flops. Right there. That's about the only thing that could stay on here. And you notice this flip-flop, I don't know if you can see it or not, but the length, my toe is right here, and the bottom is down here. This is like a size 11. I'm an 8. But I had to get this size in order for it to fit over the wrap. And I would literally just take them and put them over the wraps like this. And then, whew, child, I'm hot. Oh, Lord. Okay. The lights and all this scrunch. I'm doing scrunches right now. I got to lose some weight. Okay. Y'all ain't got to tell me I know. All right. So that's one that I would typically use. And then I started trying to get cute and like, let me go find some shoes that'll work. So I went looking for something. And this is what I found. So, woo, I got my foot in. But there we go. Can't strap it. So you guys see that? Will not close up. So that was not an option to wear with my racks. Now I could wear it with my just regular swollen foot, but not with my racks. So most of the time, and I work in a corporate environment, if I'm wrapped up doing my treatment, I'm going to work with these on. So imagine you got to dress up to go to work, and you come in with this. It's not pretty, it's not cute, and you best believe people are staring at you and being disrespectful, whispering behind your back, which is very childish, okay? So a lot of lymphedema people, they'll tell you, our feelings are hurt a lot because we see you staring at us, we hear your whispers, and a lot of times we go cry when we get home. Being real about it, because it's very disheartening that we have this condition and then we got to wear these, got to wear treatment, and thank God that they have something to help us, but it's just not the most prettiest thing that we got to put on, and then we got people talking about us, let alone when we don't wear them, you looking at people with the, swollen feet and stuff, and you talk about it. You should really be, very mindful of that. And I know that a lot of people, just to jump out for a second, a lot of people mad at Wendy Williams right now. You know how she came at Tabitha, that's Wendy thing, that's her MO, that's what she do. But like Tabitha said, she got a lot of hurt. And you guys know she has this disease. This is what she goes through. And when I found out, I'm talking about I was depressed for a couple of years. So she just found out. So you can imagine she a celebrity, and finding out she has this for the rest of her life, it's devastating. And she got to wear tennis shoes on her show every day. Who want to do that? Nobody wants to do that. So, not trying to condone anything she's doing, but just saying, pray for the lady. She's going through some stuff. And she just really needs some prayer to help her through this, because it is not an easy transition. I still struggle with it, even having it for 20 years. But, God gave me a boldness to help people, and that's what I'm doing now. So what I'm going to do after this commercial break, I'm going to demonstrate how it looks to put on some of my competitor shoes, and then what it looks like to put on my shoes for these racks. Be right back. Okay, so as I mentioned to you before, we have some competitors out there that says, hey, we got stretchy shoes, and they can pretty much fit over any kind of foot. So I don't know the names of this company, and that's not my goal to call any company out, but I'm just going to demonstrate some of the shoes that I purchased through the years and how they don't meet the bill for what I'm trying to do. Okay, so when you tell me and advertise that you can actually fit shoes over wrap, I'm thinking that's what it's going to do. So here's a shoe, looks pretty comfortable, great insole and all that. So I go to put it on, and here we go. I can't even get it to stretch past the wrap, right? It ain't doing nothing. I'm not getting past this, okay? Not getting past that. All right, here's a stretchy shoe. Now this one has the competitor's name in, but I'm not going to show it to you, okay? So I'm going to put my finger over it. But here's a stretchy shoe, okay? Stretch real good, right? All right. Stretchy. All right, let's try it. Oh. All right, it worked. With my toes. shoe. Y'all see that? It's hanging off the shoe. And this is a stretchy shoe. In my size, this is a size 8. Okay? This is a stretchy shoe. So again, it did fit, right? And it's a cute shoe. Take it back off so y'all can see it. It is a cute shoe, right? It's a cute shoe. And it stretches, but it doesn't meet the bill of what I'm trying to do. So we already know good old fashioned flip-flop, it ain't gonna lead you wrong. Y'all know the flip-flop gonna work. Now this is a size 11. So you can see my toe, but you can also see a lot of space there. And you see a little space on the bottom. So it's not my size. And you know, any podiatrist will tell you you need to wear your proper size shoe because it can create other problems for you. Health problems. All right. So that's it for fashionable for us, okay? Now let's look at the weather. So here's what's special about my shoes. Not only do they stretch, okay? Stretch. The shoestring stretch. When I say stretch, I mean stretch. This is a size 8. I can have a rigid bottom, you know, to protect you from slipping. And they have what are called butterfly insoles. So you really can't see this. Try to open it up a little bit. But it's a removable sole, and I'll show you an example of my prototype. But this is one of my prototypes too, but this is actually going to be something that you can take on and off to protect your foot when it starts swelling, that you won't have your foot exposed out, right? Because, you know, we can only make them so wide, and some people's feet are going to be wider. But when that happens, I got you. I got something that will protect your foot. And that's what this is. This is the butterfly insole. So this is how it works on the inside, right? So you hear, and your foot, as it swells, boom, it stretches out to protect your foot so it doesn't hit the bottom of the ground and you start wearing out your shoes, which we call uppers. So you don't want to wear out your uppers because then that means you got to keep buying new shoes, which I wouldn't mind now. But that's not the point of doing this. Now, we want you to, you know, have good quality shoes that'll last you a long time. And so, again, this is going to help protect your foot and the shoe. So now let's demonstrate putting these bad boys on. These, and I was talking to one of the folks in my lymphedema groups, and she's like, oh, I would love them. They're so cute, but I can't lace them up. I don't want to, you know, be able to bend down. So, you know how I've been bending down? You know, some of my queens, they don't have this kind of flexibility to do this, okay? You know, they won't be able to do all this right here. So that's why I have these stretchy, expandable shoestrings too. So now I'm going to put this shoe on. So you guys can see it in action. Size 8. I've been wearing the size 10 and 11 for the past 20 years. Do y'all see how that shoe just stretched? Do y'all see this? What? 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 Y'all better holler at me. Okay, y'all better holler at me. I know y'all saw that commercial, Kickstarter. What? Y'all see this? In action. This is a swollen foot, fully wrapped, 4 bands, okay? 4. I told y'all I was extra. With a stretchy, fully stretchy shoe. And I ain't talking about a little stretch. We can go bigger if we need to, okay? But this stretches. And if you go to work, you don't want people to see your wraps, you can wear your long dress, because that's what we typically do, long dresses and skirts. I've been getting bold since I got my cute shoes, y'all. So I've been walking around with my little mini skirts and shorts and wearing my little capris. I've been feeling myself. I feel beautiful again, right? Because when this happened, you know, you don't feel quite as beautiful as you used to. And so now that I have these, my confidence level is up. You know, when people see me, they don't notice that my foot is swollen. They be like, "Oh, those are cute shoes." I haven't had that in over 20 years. I am so excited. That's why I get on here and when I'm like, I'm excited, I'm being honest. I'm so excited. And today, these last couple of days when I was just rocking my flip-flops to get ready for tonight, I wanted to be real good and swollen. People was looking at me, and I started saying like, "Dang it, I forgot that look," because I've been wearing my shoes all the time, and people haven't noticed that I'm swollen. So now that I have these shoes, and you can see I just lay my leg here, and how that just, and then in my foot. I mean, anything can. They call this pitting, by the way, when you have an indentation in your leg with lymphedema. But anyway, do y'all see this? What? Fully stretched. I had to get on the live to prove to y'all that when I say a true stretchable shoe, I mean that thing. This thing will stretch all the way out. So you got a big one, you got a little one. And I had people like, "Girl, you keep talking about swollen foot people. I like them shoes for myself because they look comfortable." And they are. They're so soft. They're so comfortable and flexible. And guess what? Once the swelling is down, they shrink back down. So they go like, and that's why I had this. They literally do this. They'll stretch out and they'll come back. Stretch out and come back. Ha ha! I bet y'all like, why is she playing with this silly ball? To demonstrate what these shoes really do. So they are, again, a true stretchable shoe. And I want you guys to help me get these shoes into production. My husband was in the hospital, which I was saying, like, it's been a rough few days. And I'm up there going to see him, and praise God, he came home today. And so I'm checking in the emergency room because they don't let you sit in the waiting room anymore. So they have to call you to come back. And when they finally called me to come back, the lady saw my face mask, because I have face mask, and you see my cute little earrings. Most of the things, pretty much everything that you see me wearing, is a small business owner that's made these for me. So I'll have these on my website once we start, that you can buy these. But I have earrings, t-shirts. You can see my purse over there, as well as face mask, and I'm gonna have dresses too. So anyway, I'm trying to make us feel amazing, okay? Yeah, they stretch. Y'all see this, right? Stretch. That's right. This is my size. This is an 8, and I am fully wrapped with my swollen foot. And these shoes are going all the way across. So they'll work, of course, if I put on my compression, and these what you wear every day, right? Okay, these are the compression socks. I'll show you these too. I get back to my story. All right. And I apologize, I had to demo it like this. I wanted to stand up, but I didn't want to put y'all back and forth with the Zoom and stuff. So just to show you real quick here, this is just the regular swollen foot with no compression all day. Okay, it's still swollen. And here's the shoe. Again, slipping it on. Okay, here we go. Boom. Okay, just like that. No tying. No tying. Pull on. Boo, boo. Pull it on. Pull up. Go ahead and pull on up to that Kickstarter, y'all. I need y'all to help me get these shoes into production. Please help me. I got to help people, and you need them. Okay? You need them. They are so comfortable. They are amazing. They even have some light compression built into them themselves. And so I know you guys will absolutely love them. So going back to the emergency room, so I get to check in, and the lady like, "Oh, I love your mask and earrings. I love elephants and butterflies." Like, thank you. I said, well, I invented shoes for swollen foot people. She like, what? So she hit the lady next to her, and the lady was like, oh my God, my feet swell so bad, I need your shoes. How much? How much? I'm like, I'm doing a Kickstarter right now to get the shoes in production. So one thing about inventions, we have to get a minimum order, right? So once the product is finished being developed, which I've done, now I have to get mass production so I can get an order in and be able to sell them online. But they require a minimum amount. So that's why I'm doing the Kickstarter, so I can raise money to be able to do that. And I really need your help, which is why I came online, because I have until July 23rd to hit this goal. And 5,000 is just the bare number. I really need more. So the more that you can give, please do. Again, I'm trying to help create jobs. You'll learn about another nonprofit that I'm supporting. It's called Footprints in Africa, because I'm very passionate about my culture, my community, small businesses. You'll find me anywhere where it deals with supporting people. And this young lady, Tammy Moore, that you'll meet probably next week or the week after, she's going to tell you more about the Minji kids, and the fact that we are going to support her with ourselves by donating shoes to these babies that don't have any shoes in Africa. And she's going to talk about another project called Life Gardens, and you'll see she has a campaign going right now that we're trying to help feed. Will help 125 schools with gardening, providing them with seeds and tools to help not only feed themselves in school, but also how to garden. So she'll give you more insight. We'll do another live with Miss Tammy so she can talk to you about that. But I'm so excited to partner with her, as well as Heather Ferguson, and learn with lymphedema treatment at and learn. As you can see, this is a company that cares, hence the name. We really, really care. And I really could use your support. So I know if you don't have this problem, that's okay. Help me get this business off the ground so I can help the millions of people that suffer from this issue and get shoes into their hands. A lot of people don't know technology, guys, and they don't understand how to use Kickstarter. And, they'll come to me and give me donations. They just want to help out, or they're ready to buy the shoe and purchase it today. So if you could, help your family and friends, tell them about it, donate for them. If you do at least, I think it's 120, you get a pair of shoes, give it to them. Sew into somebody, bless somebody, okay? They need it. You need it. We all need these shoes. Everybody can care, because I care too. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time this evening and letting me jump into your beautiful homes. I appreciate you hanging around and listening to me tonight. I hope you all have a fantastic, blessed night, and see you later. Bye-bye.